we're showing off another top 10 of our favourite games and creations from the last week of PlayStation streams on PS4 and PS5. As always, the list is in no particular order. Make sure to watch until the end and let us know in the comments which was your favourite.
Pressure Chapter 2 is the second installment of one of Dream's finest horror games, reminiscent of Alien Isolation, Soma and Bioshock. You'll sneak around gloomy underwater hallways and walk across the sea floor scavenging junk, dodging horrific robot monsters, and trying to link back up with your friends in this cinematic adventure. If you're looking for a longer experience in Dreams, these first two chapters and the accompanying prologue have become quite the meaty affair. Rotmore is a game very much inspired by Rockstar Games' Bully, or as it was known over here in the UK, Canis Canem Edit. Gamers everywhere have been waiting for a sequel since 2005, but thanks to Dreams, the wait is finally coming to an end. Kind of, at least. The prologue shows the game's star, not Jimmy Hopkins, but a new character by the name of Charles Atwood. We also get a peek at the game's art style and combat system, both of which come very close to nailing that retro PS2 feel. If you love Bully as much as I do, go check out the creator's profile where they've released lots of Rotmore teasers, a game inspired by the Halloween Bully chapter, and even a fully explorable Bullworth. The flip side is a bombastic 8-bit game that smushes together the graphics of old school Pokemon with a similar concept to the Upside Down in Stranger Things. You play as a scientist in a crew of smarty pants who've managed to open up a portal to a scary alternate dimension. This one is very polished with gameplay that has you switching between the two different worlds to solve puzzles, all whilst battling the alien horrors as you try to close the rift once and for all. Atacama Desert Chile is one of those Dreams PS4 graphical bombs you can barely believe was built using only a DualShock 4. The creator has made quite a few of these environmental showcases, really putting Dreams through its paces, and the latest spectacular effort speaks for itself. Isle of Eras is just a little bit insane. Switch between third and first person in this eerie narrative adventure that sees you exploring a giant open world that feels as though there are about 3 or 4 different Twilight Zone episodes all going on at once. The scale of the world is genuinely impressive, and with no waypoints or handholding, it feels like it's one you can easily get lost in. The game is packed with creepy Easter eggs, but even just sprinting through the main story is going to take you an impressive 3 hours to complete. It's hard to look at a shore and not think about Minecraft. You're dropped on a resourceful island with the power to craft and scavenge, but the difference is you're given an end goal of building a raft and escaping the island altogether. A shore isn't your magical playground, you are trying to f***ing survive. Resources don't seem to magically respawn like they do in other so-called survival games, which means you're going to have to play smart if you're going to stand a chance of surviving and not die of hunger 3 days in like I did. Riff 7, Spot the Difference, has accomplished the absolute impossible, somehow managing to make Spot the Difference interesting again for anyone over the age of 10. This game takes place in a world where two realities are diverging, and you're tasked with hopping between the two and spotting the differences, and correcting them with your handy dandy sci-fi gun. The randomization is a clever touch which keeps you on your toes, and there's even an endless mode to unlock before you're done with the main story. Character Gallery, Giant 585 Dark, Dynamic Characters, Sets by Giant 585 Dark, is a collection of characters created by, you guessed it, Giant 585 Dark. There are some great looking models on display, and there's a randomization button which quickly changes their clothes and sundries and such. Monkey Business is a real-time strategy game that puts us in the position we all one day hope to be in, as a monkey in charge of a banana distribution company. You'll need to grow your business exponentially as you manage things like employee morale, promotions, training, office size, and even bathroom breaks as you become the king of the urban jungle.
Gotta stop drinking.
Last but not least, we have Trials of Horror, Episode 1, Lift. The first episode of this scary story animated anthology series is about a man who wakes up in a spooky elevator containing great cinematography and a cool soundtrack. I'm a big fan of these sorts of things, and I look forward to seeing more from this series in the future.
Remember to let us know which of these creations was your favourite in the comments below, and maybe give the video a like while you're down there. If you want to see more of the top games and creations from Dreams PS4 and PS5, remember to subscribe to Ugly Sofa Gaming and hit the bell to receive notifications. We post new videos every week. Ugly Sofa Gaming is now also on Patreon. If you like our Dreams content and you want to help support the channel, check out the link in either the video description or the comments below.